Hey Ethan, it's me, Abby. Hello. I thought I'd just quickly do a quick video to show you a couple of the cuts that we did. Do you remember I showed you the foxes that actually Ella made these, but this is what we can learn how to do, and we're doing the cuts that make this head bit. And you've done it before, I think, with me at forest school, but we can try again. I've got my bit of wood, and I've got my glove, important, and my very sharp knife, my super sharp knife. And the first one is to go cut into the wood all the way around and make quite a deep cut. So you want to push quite hard. You can push on the table and turn it like that. I want it to be quite deep. And push quite hard and roll it, yeah? Until it comes all the way around the wood and joins back up. Pushing hard. The other bit, all the way around. It's a bit hard to see with the sun behind me. Let me block the sun there. I've got a line in it, you see? And then you can cut towards that line, and the knife should stop at the line because you have a cut there. Let me just try that. Cut towards the line. Whoop. It stops. So I'm pushing with my thumb. I'm cutting in. And in towards the line.
This thing's so easy.
Oops, got a bit of bark. In towards my line. Slightly hindered by phones falling on me. Hang on a sec. In towards my line again.
That's not working.
Like that. This is where we're going to start forming his head and his neck. Well, his neck really, isn't it? In towards the line. Cut that bit out. In towards the line. Do it all the way around. Hup.
People will be striking.
Now we have his neck. Okay, so you can see his neck start to form. It's getting smaller around that line, that straight line that we created. It's going a bit deeper. It's quite hard, this wood. It's not very green. Stops at the line. Okay, let me just quickly finish that off. Let's take it away from the camera so I can see it. There. Okay, now we've got almost a little gap for his neck. You'd be better off if you can go and cut some wood, Edan, that's green. This is really dried out because I've had it in my forest school bag and it's gone all dry, so it's quite tough. A bit tough to whittle. Right, yeah, so it's going in now for his neck. And we want to go in quite a lot, but we can work on that a bit more, okay? Now I'm going to make the square bits for his, the sort of more triangular bits for his, well, his cheeks, I guess. I don't know if a fox has cheeks, but there you go. Let's try that. So, I'm going to take my knife and go up towards his ears. I'm going to take this bit off. One stroke. Two. Okay. Going to turn it around for the other side of his cheeks. Yeah. One. Two. So we have this shape. Taking that side off. And that side off. Now we need to take off his straight nose up to his ears. So he's got to come across like that. So I'm going to come across from about here. Oh, that bit might look like his nose, that mark on the wood. Come back towards his ears. So I'm going to take off that try that. So I'm going to start there, with my knife all angled, and work trying to get it to go into a triangle. It's very stiff, this wood, the best wood. Starting to go triangular. Yeah, needs more. So this would be his nose area. Obviously going back towards where his ears will be cut in, up here. Starting to look a bit like a fox-ish. Maybe. Maybe. Let's carry on a bit. Bit more off his cheeks, I think. Just checking I'm not pushing. Do you remember with these knives? They look very similar. That's the bit you push on with your thumb. That's not the bit. I have to always check that even myself, because it's very owy if you don't do that. Right, let's get a bit more of his cheek off. Oh yeah, that's better. Right. Bit more of his nose going back towards his ears. Let's get it a bit thinner. I'm coming off and pushing quite hard, yeah, to thin that out. It's a bit hard to see on the camera. There. Right, now I want to do his ear cut. I'm going to cut a triangle there and there, okay, to start making his ear, his or her ear shape. Okay. And to do this, I'm going to have to push towards my hand, which is a little bit dangerous. Okay, so I'm going to do a push cut in like that. Okay, so really keeping the knife nice and controlled. Pushing into it like that. Let's see. And we have one cut into it. We do the other side of the triangle here. Pushing in, pushing really hard, trying not to slip. Like that. See that? Yeah. And hopefully we're going to join the triangle in a minute. We're cutting through the fibres to make this bit pop out, hopefully. In a minute. There, we have a triangle. Just got to join up the corner of the triangle here, because it's not quite, that will stay in because it's still connected to the main bit of wood. Just going to use the point of my thing for that. What's that? Yeah. Now, remove it. You can see this okay. Let's turn it on. It's starting to pop out. See that? Now you have the beginnings of his ears there. shaping his face a bit more triangular actually, because I didn't look too foxy at that point. Okay, so we start, so he looks a bit like a fox. The ears need a bit more work. I'm going to go to the back of his head, yeah, because you can see that this is his nose and this is his ears. I'm going to make the back of the head a bit thinner. This one I didn't do that, but I think it could be thinner and do the back of his head. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to just pull it off like I pulled off, checking my knife again. Pull off like I did for the nose, a bit of the back of his head. Boop. Let's show the back of his ears, how he goes. That's better. I'm getting his ears thinner now, you see.
Venomous animals.
This is the back of his head. His head's a bit thinner. It's a bit of a better shape. Cut a bit more of his ears out. This bit, because the knife is going towards your hand, you super need to wear your glove. Yeah? Cutting towards your hand, but you're controlling your knife, holding it really tight. Trying not to cut your hand or slip, which is super easy to do. Set it down into the wood. And use the point to start picking those bits out. Oops, took a bit of his ear off there, whoopsie, made a mistake. Never mind. Rectify that. So, his ears are nearly done. I can't get it to go all the way through. Let me go on the back, maybe that will help. Yeah. In the same triangle cut on the back that we did before. Pop. Triangle, can you see that? Into it, and then from there down as well to the back of his ears. One and two. Okay, so then you can pop that bit out hopefully with the point of your knife. Mind your fingers again. Oop. Came out, that was good. Ooh. Yay! That's really tricky, really tricky. It may be that you want to just draw them on and do just that front point. It doesn't matter if it goes all the way through. It's super tricky to get it go all the way through. And the thing that I think makes it look foxy is this shape of the face on the side, which is where we can put his eyes. Look, I'll show you. I'm going to get my pen. Hang on. To show you. There's a pen. Hang on. eyes go. On. And his nose, I don't have a black pen, which is a bit annoying. His nose might look sharp because it's already brown.